from a Motet by Mozart, and what a joyful piece for this Easter season. Last time in my previous video, I mentioned keeping a journal of words through this Easter season, one each day for the next 50 days. And for this first week, I have words that I wrote down in my flute journal. And the first word that I wrote down was joy. And joy, you can find meaning and heart in your life playing, and you will discover what this word means. So how does this word joy reflect in your playing, in your outward life, inwardly? I have the name Joy, and oftentimes that feels like a very heavy responsibility because you don't always feel joyful. We're human. Life doesn't always feel joyful, but I've learned we can't live in our feelings. It is temporary. And as I've read in C.S. Lewis, in his book, Surprised by Joy, he said, all joy reminds. It is never a possession, always a desire for something longer ago or further away or still about to be. And as I'm reminded also in Philippians, St. Paul says to rejoice always, even in suffering or pain, because it's a choice and it's not based on our circumstances. It is nurtured by the deep, abiding love for Christ and by cultivating it every day in our life. St. Paul was writing that from prison, in chains, but rejoicing above all else. And it wasn't dependent on his circumstances or his comfort or the right conditions. So I can't think of a better way to walk through this Easter season than to remind myself of the joy of the resurrection, the joy we find daily in our lives, in those around us, and in the good things in our lives, and in the joy of playing music. So I hope you will find a joyful piece and play that for yourself.